Hello and welcome to another video. So this video is to all who desire a Civil War 2.0 clean version. So here's the reality. The United States military says this: they cannot handle currently an attack from both simultaneously, Russia and China. Then they would be overwhelmed. And their allies. Okay, that's the reality. Okay, you can look that up if you're not aware of this. Okay, it's pretty easy to find. Geopolitics is something that I pay close attention to. So now you move forwards in a hypothetical, right? And in a situation like this, you can simply look around the world to how it plays out in other countries, right? And what we would see is both sides financed heavily, supplied heavily from outside forces, right? With their intention of having us kill ourselves down to such a weak position that we no longer pose any threat whatsoever, okay? Now, we couldn't repel them currently. I mean, they might not be able to fully take over the United States, it kind of depends on factors. It could go that bad though currently, according to the military. It's not my department. I just listen to what they say, right? So if there's a civil war, Russia and China and their allies will initially probably just finance both sides until there's such weak situation and then, steamroll. Or they might just go and steamroll immediately, right? Because they already have the advantage. They already have the advantage before we all start fighting each other, right? Okay? So if that's the reality, what do you think's going to happen? Do you think they're just, and regardless which one of those scenarios is the end of the United States, freedom, right? All Western society, civilization, all's going to go down the toilet, okay? You can just look at what the Chinese are doing to the Uyghurs if you want an idea of what they'll do to the United Statesers, okay? Concentration camps for everyone. So, this is reality, right? So you either want to be dominated by either China or Russia, or you're not smart enough to know the facts on how it would play out, and you think that that your team is gonna wipe out the other team, and then I don't know if you're even thinking about Russia and China, or if you think you can, handle the libs and then, go wipe the Ruskies and, take out the old Chinas over there all by yourselves. I don't think that's reality, yo. Okay? So the reality is you can just participate in the democracy, right? And try to, end result of what these people threatening civil war is, I don't know. What they want, I don't know. I'm completely confused by this threat of civil war from a lot of people that have, we're the Constitution people. We're the Constitution people. Well, I guess you're just the Constitution people if it's only, you're not the Constitution people if there's only one part of the Constitution, which the Second Amendment is all that you really care about. So you're just like, I love the Second Amendment. You don't love the Constitution if you think holding this president accountable as per the Constitution requires, then you're not a Constitution-loving person at all. You're just a gun lover that has wrapped themselves in the Constitution until it became not convenient. Okay? And that's reality, okay? So if you really are a Constitution person, then you should want the constitutional process to play out and to make sure that everybody is playing by the rules that the Constitution has outlined. All of the rules, not just one rule that you like a lot and the rest of the rules are just, yeah, it's not how it works, okay? Now, my own personal beliefs aside, right? The Constitution, well, no, these are my own, is the best thing going. We have, I think we could do better, but your guys' dictator is not better. So we stick with what we have that's working, that's I mean, they've already started to arrest journalists, right? And that's like the First Amendment, right? Max Blumenthal. Yeah, so it's already getting scary under this freedom-loving president is arresting journalists. So anyway, that's another part of the Constitution that apparently all these people that have wrapped themselves in the Constitution for all these years don't care about freedom of speech. They don't care about freedom of the press. All they care about is freedom of having the guns, which really, when you read that, it says a well-regulated militia, not any wingnut that can get a gun. I mean, that well-regulated militia, my definition of well-regulated militia is a lot different than, obviously, the NRAs. We'll just say that, right? So that's the bottom line, okay? Reality is the United States military, and I don't suggest that we should start to build up this military so we can, wipe out China and Russia. I don't think that's the way to go at all. I think we ought to just kind of, maintain the military, but stop, obviously drone bombing people and the stuff that the people don't like the military doing, like nobody's going to complain if we go catch Cooney, right? But anyway, I digress. The point of this is to explain to all that think that the Civil War is going to be all about, because there's no real liberals clamoring for civil war at all, right? We're clamoring for the enforcement of the Constitution, right? And then there's a lot of conservatives that are clamoring for civil war, okay? So this is pretty much a message to these, conservatives that are clamoring for civil war, that your days of glory of wiping out the libs are, that's just a fantasy world you're living in. The whole country will be taken over by other countries, and it will be very ugly. Your beliefs will be gone. Your guns will be gone. You'll have nothing. Okay? That's reality. You want to have nothing. Maybe you're a person that has nothing. Maybe all you have is a gun. And that's the only thing in this whole world you can see is like, well, I've got this gun. I don't have a good job. I don't have any money. I don't have any property. I ain't got a thing, but I got this gun. You probably need to go to jail, bro. Seriously. If you're looking to civil war, just because, yeah. Anyway, that is the clean version of why we don't need a civil war, okay? I mean, there's a million reasons why we don't, but that is the geopolitical truth of what will go down if conservatives basically jump off in this impeachment process. That's the bottom line, okay? You want to hand the world to China and Russia? Okay, jump off then. FBI, go get those jumper offers. Peace.